I didn't even realize that the two vectors are actually like lined up in the back. I didn't even realize it.
So, yeah. So we have messing around. Someone came. Anybody know who that is? Who showed up? Holy crap. Anybody know who that is? Who showed up? Holy crap. Anybody know who that is? Someone came to drive her Driver Max, I hope. Are you cold? Driver Max, I hope. Are you cold? So, look who showed up. Okay. Look who showed up. So, look who showed up. Okay. Showed up. Right. So while she's messing around with her Max, she's messing around with her Max right now. I'm actually gonna take out the video and drive over.
Making all those noises over there. Hey, Vector. What time is it? There you go. Hey, Vector. I'm over here. Oh, goodness.
Right.
Now, where is the footage of the GoPro? There it is. I'll do it like that.
Literally, why is it that every RC? You did what? You spectated yourself? See, like literally.
Oh, I was just out of frame. Cut it right there. So, where is this cutting into? Cutting into right there. Get rid of that. Cut. Oh, wait a minute. Wrong. Yeah. Cut. Nope. Parrish, what's going on? See, just in the corner there. I gotta move this window over. I gotta figure out. I gotta set up my monitor as or my TV here as a second screen. Because right now I'm trying to edit a video, but I wanted to do a live. Because the live that I just had, I think the one that you're talking about right now, actually was going pretty good. Yeah, the daylight savings time. Daylight savings time, absolute garbage. Totally. I don't know if you can hear the fan in the background. That's that 6S graphene battery. It is going on 4.5 hours trying to discharge that thing because the discharge rate is 2 amps. So it's literally going to take forever to discharge it. But I don't know. Maybe I should have just taken it outside and just full blasted the trigger or something for like 20 minutes. It's taking forever to discharge that battery. All the other batteries discharge fine. But that graphene battery, man, that thing's got a lot of punch in it. Yeah, it's funny. Why don't I have you on this thing? Because I know last stream you said where you were from. At least I thought you did. Oh, wait a minute. I remember. You were from PA, right? Philadelphia, PA? Parish Swamp Drone, are you still there? Philadelphia, PA, right? What I'm doing is I'm just trying to write down people that I actually talk to so that I'm not an idiot later on not knowing who's who. Obviously, Asterian's easy. Asterian is Munich, Germany.
You did what? You smashed it. You did what? You smashed it into yourself? See, like literally, why is it that every RC driver hits themselves? Or hits themselves.
Oops. Wait a minute. Get rid of that.
Yep. So.
Hey, Vector. What are you doing? You don't know? Hey, Vector. Hey, Vector. Are you lost? You don't know? Hey, Vector. Do you want to play? You're probably not going to be able to get back on your charger the way that is. Little guy, what's going on? How come I didn't see you? Where's Asterion? I think Asterion must be dead.
RC driver hits themselves. RC driver hits themselves. Every RC driver hits themselves. Themselves. Every RC driver hits themselves. Holy smokes. Down into the ditch. Holy smokes. Down into the ditch. Yeah. Yeah.
Asterion, there he is. The myth, the man, the legend.
Down into the ditch. Holy smokes. Down into the ditch.
Parrish, there you go. Oh, you lost power? Nice. What are you guys, having a storm? Yeah. Into the ditch. Down into the ditch. Yeah. Yep. Yeah. Must be, yeah. I'm trying to get that because today was so blown. I'm just trying to get that, seeing what I can salvage from her driving the Max and a little bit of the Losi. I used the DB Pro as the camera car, along with having my remote in my hands. And the messed up thing was, I can't tell you how many times I messed up with the remote on the controller because I was more trying to pay attention to where the camera was on the DB Pro, seeing if I could get footage with it. Yeah, it was just a mess. Asterion, what's going on with your workbench? Asterion, do you want me to clear off a spot for you right here, brother? You got a whole section right here set up for Asterion. You can set up right here. You can fix the Red Cat shocks. You can work on your own vehicles. There you go. Come on over, man. It's only like what? You're only like 20 minutes away. You still looking for something that fits your room? Yeah. No making bombs on the bench? No, definitely not. So this thing's all ready now. I don't know. Can you guys? I hope you guys can't hear. Like I get the volume going. That was kind of pretty weird finding the pieces inside there, and then the fluid looking like that. That fluid was nasty. I checked the other shock. The other shock seemed fine. Obviously, the fluid that I put in, I put a 60 weight oil in the back, at least on that left side rear shock. I believe what was in there was either a 45 or a 50. It's just a guess by the viscosity of what I think I was seeing. Ham the York. I've seen you before. It's kind of it's a unique name. Ham the York. You've been on my live stream before, I'm pretty sure. Oh, Parrish, since you said you're back. Oh, your computer shut down. Since you're back, don't forget Asterion, the nameplate, so you won't get anything of yours in his face. What? Parrish, you're from Philadelphia, PA, right? I think I'm from. I think Parrish's computer went down again. Ham, New York, where are you out of? What the heck is he doing over there? Now I'm pretty sure New Vector just threw a cube in Original Vector's way. I think Parrish is having computer problems, I think. Mats, what are you up to tonight? Oh, that's a good jump.
Yeah.
Dang it. You're working on the Max? Nice. What are you doing? That's actually pretty cool. Whoa. That was literally right in front of her. Oh my God. And I'm laughing about it too. Yeah, for some reason, I don't know. I thought somebody. Oh, that was Lane. All right, so Lane was from PA. Parrish. Oh God, I can't write. Parrish, you are from Louisiana. That's right. Wheel bearings and hub boots. Yeah, I think that's the big thing about those, right? Is those hub boots just wearing out. Like obviously mine on my eRevo are rotted out. Same thing. I'm guessing. I can't see it from here, but my Emax. Oh man. I just got one of my old portable tables. It looks so stupid, but yeah, that's all that matters, man. At least you got something to work on. You know, it's better than work on the floor. So I wonder if original. Look at how original. What is he doing? I don't know what original Vector is up to. But he's getting the cube out of the way. But you see that, right? You saw how New Vector put the cube in original Vector's way.
And I think it's on its wheels too. And I think it's on its wheels.
Oh, wait a minute. Did I mess up?
Yeah.
Yeah, of course I did. I erased the most important part.
And I think it's on its wheels too. On its wheels too.
I got to tell you, what is so awesome is hearing, because obviously you guys can't, once you see this video, you guys won't be able to see her like excitement, just like her body language, her driving her Max. I mean, I know it sucked because it was cold out for her, but she's really enjoying it. You know what I mean? It's like, like they talk about, a kid with a brand new toy. You know what I mean? It's bringing out the kid in her. Wait, I just realized that you gave me the part of the workbench where yeah, of course I did, dude. I mean, come on. That way they can mess with you. They're not messing with me. Isn't that the way it's supposed to be? I got to get work done. I don't know why. Oh, I put the remote down probably because the camera got messed up, I think. The camera looks fine.
Yeah, that it went that far.
Actually, that's a better angle.
And I think it's on its wheels too. It's on its wheels too. And I think it's on its wheels too. Yeah, that it went that far.
Why did I mess with the camera? It was totally fine. I'm talking to myself, by the way, in case you're wondering. When I edit, I talk to myself, like asking myself stupid questions, like, "Why did you do this? Everything was fine. You should have left it alone." The vectors aren't. Yeah, the vectors aren't. Yeah. Asterion, that video you did was only 17 seconds long, dude. That's not enough. You had me go check out a 17-second video. You had nothing, man. You got to get more. 17 seconds. Come on. He's getting old. He's starting. Oh, I've been talking to myself for years. 17 seconds is not enough. Come on, man. Is that what you want my videos to be? Just 17 seconds worth of just getting air of a Max, slamming the ground, and then as it goes into a tumble, just end the video? That's no good. You want to see the aftermath. You want to hear it. You want to hear the, oh my God, I broke another car. You want to see, the moment that car ran over the WL toy. You know what I mean? Better than 30 minutes. Come on. What are you talking about? I'm working on trying to do like a 3-hour movie here. Be like watching the Titanic. Houston, with Dead Stick, we're going down. Oh, I just got a message from I got to start pronouncing this right. Who? No. Habao. Habao. There we go. Habao. I just got a message from Habao. Nice. What do we got here? Oh, cool. Why is he doing a charger refusal? I have no idea why he's doing that. Almost wonder if his camera's dirty or something. He does that every once in a while. The other vector, actually, the other vector needs his house too. So why don't you go on your little house there, buddy? Don't shocks purpose to help. What? Did I miss something? Don't shocks purpose to help an RC car not bounce so much when it lands. Bounce? Not really. It's supposed to absorb the impact. He's been doing major. He's been doing some major fails trying to go on back up on his chart. Look at that. Look at him. He gave up on his charger, so he's trying to steal the other vector's charger. Not so much bounce, because the tires are what give you the bounce. The shocks are supposed to absorb the impact. You should have gotten the Habao Hyper MT Nitro. Well, maybe I will. Nah, I don't want to deal with. I don't want to deal with Nitro at this moment. I might later. It's just Nitro can be such a pain in the neck. Oh, he didn't make it. Look at that. So, original vector, what are you doing? Look, he gets so mad. Is he gonna make it? Looks like he's got. Oh no! What is he doing? Come on, buddy, get on there. You got it. There you go. There he goes. Now he's got it. Perfect. Wasn't sure, but he did it. Is the other one gonna wake up? Is he powering up, or did he just? I think you know what? It's the contacts on this thing. So I'm pretty sure his contacts are fine. You should make a video where you take both vectors and only one it disappeared. And only one charger and tell them to go to sleep. They do it themselves. You don't even need to do that. Yeah, just a little dirty. Peyton, what's happening? Peyton, you're from GA. I got you down already. Wait a minute. Actually, Mets, wait a minute. I'm putting this together right now. check something. Where did I see that? How do I? Wait a minute, I just saw it. There we go. Oh yeah, no, Matt. Oh, was somebody asking you where you were from? I already got you down. You're first on the list. I didn't have to put Asterian down there because I already knew where you was from. I've been looking at the camo, the X4. I like it, but what's the difference between the camo, between that and the camo TT? Obviously, the camo TT is a different look. It's a trophy truck. The suspension is set up a little bit different. The rear end ladder frame that connects, obviously, for the body and the spare tire and all that stuff, that's all different. I just like the Rock Racer because, well, I mean, how could you not like it? Look at the thing. That thing is a thing of beauty right there. Especially now that it has no body on it. It just looks sharp. Supposedly I believe just the suspension is a little bit different from what I remember on the specs. Oh, Mets. I ordered a light already. I think you're gonna like it. What's the top speed of that? I don't think I have a GP. I don't think I GPSed it. I thought about getting one of those dedicated things, the Fly Skies or whatever the heck they are. I thought about getting one of those so I could start doing actual speed runs because I use a spare phone that I've got that I mount or slide into the thing. Yeah, Parrish. I got that. I actually, yeah, from Louisiana. I think you said it like 3 times. You probably didn't catch that I said I remembered where you were from. Or I saw where you were from or something like that. I can't remember what I said. The price on the light wasn't bad either. Are you actually going to order one? Guaranteed you're not going to order the same one I got. There's too many out there. It would be way too much of a coincidence. Let's put it this way. It looked like such a good light. I ordered 2 of them. Yeah, the selection's massive. But this one right here, this one should be good. And if it's good enough, if it works on this, it can always work on the UDR. That's actually a pretty cool shot. You got literally like the undercarriage of the Mojave. Don't just bash, blast. More, don't just bash. It should have been thrash. When I was trying to figure out what I wanted my new, yeah, the axle boots are a pain in the A. Yep, they are. Any other RTR that you would recommend to buy other than the Camo X4? Again, you're asking a question that what are you looking to get out of it? Don't just show the undercarriage of the Mojave. I bet it's embarrassing. All right, well, we can flip it around so you can see that. Oh, there goes the shock oils. Yeah, now you can get it at that end. Actually, that actually looks pretty good. We'll leave it like that for a little while. Center it up, frame it up nice. The max, you want the max. I like jumps and a lot of dirt and gravel. Man. Four-wheel drive or two. Most everybody nowadays is four-wheel drive. Or at least everybody's, getting used to, yeah, four. The max is pretty pricey though. Isn't your price range between, didn't you say $200 and $400? I think that's what you said on the last stream, right? Your price range is 2 to 4. So, man. Are you against Traxxas? Just get like what everybody else gets, a slash. Because the slash is at least going to give you, it seems like, by the way you sounded, because I think you brought up the Camo TT before. So I'm assuming that you want that trophy truck look like this, right? What I was trying to do is when I had it like that actually looked pretty sick. Is it falling off the stand? Almost looks like it was falling off the stand. Go for the slash. That's literally like right. That's probably the top end of your price range, I'm assuming, right? I think you're talking like 3. Let me look it up real quick. Oh, you out. So I don't have to check it out. I just pulled it up on my account right now, and we're looking at like 380, so $400. Go with that. That's not a bad vehicle at all. And you like trophy trucks, so that's what you should get. Traxxas Slash. Yeah. You know what's funny is my uncle's got an old Stampede. He actually has a couple of RCs that he hasn't done anything with. I should hit him up and see what's going on, if it's something he's ever going to pick up again. It'd be nice to get a couple more RCs. If he's never going to use them again, or who knows, maybe I can get him back into using them. That'd be cool.
Wheels too.
No, my uncle, are you talking to me? What does VXL mean? The V is for Vanillion. What the heck is opening up here? Why does this stupid mail program keep still opening up? Quit. The XL, I don't know. Extra large, who knows? No, it's a slash. stampede in this laugh. The one that you said, where'd you say it? For $319? Is that a four-wheel drive brushless? That seems a little cheap. Then you should grab it then, man. If that's what it is, that would be a good price.
Yeah, that it went that far. Yeah, that went that far. Yeah, that it went that far.
As far as I know, if you want to get a brushless 4x4 slash, you're going to be paying almost $400. So like $380. Yeah, two-wheel drive, yep. You got to pay for those extra pieces. Traxxas isn't going to give it away. Traxxas doesn't give anything away. You got to pay.
Yeah, that it went that far. Yeah, that it went that far.
That is messed up.
Yeah, that it went that far. Yeah, that it went that far.
Man, the tough part about this editing stuff right now. Kind of want to upgrade the motor in it to brushless. No Traxxas. What? Unless you are at it. Oh, yeah. Well, I don't mind advertising for Traxxas. I think it's a good company. There's like a triple conflict right in front of your faces. You got Arrma, Haval, and then Traxxas all in one shot. And Red Cat, but you can't see the Red Cat because the Red Cat's like covered by vectors in this post thing right here. Metz, are you still there? Can I see the inside of the Mojave and how much? You don't want to know how much the Mojave is. I can let you see. Dude, Lane, obviously you I don't know when you came into the live stream, man, but I did run the Mojave. The Mojave. I ran the Mojave yesterday, but I did run the DB Pro yesterday. I'm actually doing a partial video on it right now, and if you have to ask, you can't afford it. Well, it's nothing wrong with that. He can still ask. You know what I mean? I'll show you, Peyton. I think you asked, right? It was you, right? Peyton, can I see? Yeah, I'll show you the inside of the Mojave. And Mets, check your phone, man. I don't know if you post pictures of what you do on Instagram or whatever. There you go. I got my Mojave a little bit cheaper than that, though. But here. So the top has obviously 4 body pins, 2 up front, 2 in the back, and then Velcro on the sides, which I like. I like that they did that. They even have, when you look at it, they even have like reinforcing around where the contact points are to keep the paint of the body from rubbing through. Like obviously these contact points right here, they actually have something. Arma actually put some real thought into this thing. The Mets, that light bar is going to fit this opening pretty damn well. There you go. There's a look inside the Mojave. All the RC companies can sell very low to hobby stores. Most manufacturers do keep hobby stores in business. Yeah, you don't keep hobby stores in business, man. That's no good. That's what people aren't understanding. Do I ever source things from Amazon? Yes, I do. But I would much rather support my local hobby shop because local hobby shop to me is Reckless Hobby, and it's his livelihood, man. It's what's, you know, I mean, he's not cutthroat on pricing. You know, some of his prices are, you know, need a little bit of a tweak, but I mean, that's his. You think about what's going into that guy's shop. I can't tell you how much money he has in. It's one of those things, you know, he's well, I guess you want to say, insured. He's got cameras everywhere, which is awesome. I'm very pleased with that guy's shop. And he actually has a track. Oh, I'm sorry. 1 track. He has 4 tracks. 4 tracks. 3 in-house and 1 outside. A crawler track outside. He's got a slick setup. He's doing it right. I want a 4x4, ECX, Ruckus, and the ESC caught on fire. Oh, no. You know what, though? All right, Peyton, you're saying you don't like two-wheel drive. I'll tell you right now, when I went from two-wheel drive to four-wheel drive, I actually didn't like it because I was so used to the way you drive a two-wheel drive that it was a learning curve because that's all I had ever had. All I ever had was two-wheel drive. So when I went to four-wheel, to be honest with you, right? So I always keep saying, to be honest with you. I have got my, where is it? Just give me a minute to try and find what I'm looking for. There we go. Right there. Oh! All right, wait a minute. I feel like I'm cell phone inept right now. So I used to go to a track, right, where I ran my, all my I thought were fast RC cars. I was pretty into it to where very competitive with my RCs, right? And then this guy, I swear he was German. That's not a kick to you, Mysterian. Just the way he sounded. I wasn't sure. I was young. So he had an accent and he sounded kind of and looked kind of German-ish, right? And he had this RC and I wasn't really paying attention to him because I was obviously paying attention, actually working on my own RC at the bench, okay? Come on. What I'm trying to do is I'm trying to show you the picture. But the sound, right? The sound of this RC car was just like, it got me to whip my head around so fast. And when I saw the quickness of this thing, right there, that is the first time that I saw a Schumacher Cat four-wheel drive with those pincushion tires. The track that was inside was an all-dirt track. It was awesome. This thing, for the longest time, annihilated every other vehicle in-house. And this thing, I remember talking to the guy, and I was like, how much is that thing? And he was like, basically that question, if you've got to ask, you don't have the money for it. It was expensive at the time. But when this back out, I think in 2017, when did this come back out? Yeah, this was a re-release. Come on, phone. This phone is messing up. Well, anyway, whatever. I'm just babbling again. The Schumacher Cat was an absolute unbelievable vehicle that I wanted so bad. And I knew at my age and my income level, there was no way I was going to be able to attain it. But the thing was The thing was just incredible. And the sound, you'll never forget of a belted four-wheel drive. Just the whine that it had. It sounded like it was sounded like a supercharger. Easiest way to get an Armour fanboy fired up is to put a Traxxas part on it. Hey, nothing wrong with that. Yes, you take the shops for granted until they shut down. And then that sucks so bad. Because then where are you going to go? You're stuck to being outside. You know what I mean? Are you talking about a shop or a track? Sorry, I wasn't paying attention. Can I show all the RC cars I have in my shop right now? Yeah, it's easy. I'm like right here. Absolutely right. Lane right there. He knows what he's talking about. Two-wheel drive 100% gives you the skills. So we'll start from Mini. So we got these two guys right here, WL Toys, which that's Asterian's favorite car of all time right there. WL Toys 969. And then we've got the HBX. That's literally the first RC my wife put her hands on. She went from that to the UDR. Then we've got my Red Cat Tornado with a bug body on it. That thing is quick. It literally does tornadoes. Then I've got my Emax right there. It has the Blackout Pro body on it, which it's probably going to end up having that body on there because I like the way it looks. Then I got my Red Cat Gen 7, mildly modified transmission, drive shafts, couple little ins and outs, upgrade on springs. The rest of it's all stock. It needs a receiver now. Then I've got my brought back to life, was a brushed E-Revo first gen, and it's now rocking a 427 Max 8 set up from Hobby Wing with a 427 big block. Then you've got the Blackout Pro. That's rocking the Emax body right there. That's also a camera car, but it's never seen dirt. It's never seen nothing. I gotta take that thing out. Then I've got this is where I started with Red Cat right here. That's my TRMT 8E. That thing is fast. That has got the same motor that this has in it. It's got the Hobby Wing 427. I call it a 427. It's a 4274, but 427 sounds better. And then obviously got the UDR. That, I don't know. There's no replacement of that. Just its scale. Its scale driving is what is attractive to that thing. You're not going to bash it because it's not a basher. You can go fast and annihilate the ground, but it's not a basher. That's a basher. Then this thing. This is I almost want to say this is like my not babied shelf queen, but this is a technical car. The way this thing's between its strength and its design, this thing floats over the ground. And when it hits a jump, it hits it like smooth. It's hard to explain. With that thing, when it hits a jump with bounce, because that's the way that's designed. That's a rock racer. It's designed to have a certain amount of bump in it. This is independent rear suspension. That's solid rear axle. Yeah. Then I've got, obviously, my cable all wrapped up here. We got my T-Max right there. You probably can't see it. That's my T-Max right in there. Then we've got the Hobeo Hyper MT. It's hard doing this wire because this is not wireless. This is wired. And then we've got right here, we've got my wife's Max. So I don't call that mine. That's hers. And then there's a couple of other RC cars. One that I can't show because that's actually a giveaway car that I'm going to be doing very soon. I think I announced it like 2 weeks ago that I was going to do a giveaway car again. So that's going to be a giveaway car. So I'm not showing that. It's basic car. It's not like getting a Traxxas or something like that. And then I've got another crawler, but it's more of a toy crawler. And then I'm trying to work on getting another crawler, but a crawler kit from this company. Trying to see, because obviously I want to see if I can get a deal on it. But we'll see. I don't know. Maybe it'll happen, maybe it won't. And then obviously I've got my planes. I've got 4 nitro planes. I have no electric planes, but I know somebody that has electric planes, and I may hit them up for their planes at some point because they're not using them anymore. They're basically, they are done with the RC hobby. So if he wants to let them go, I will definitely be right there with cash in my hand. Stick with nitro planes, longer run times. Yeah, and they also catch you on fire. That's the first time I ever caught fire with nitro. I didn't know what the hell was happening. I just knew that all of a sudden my hand and arm were hot. But 10 to 15 minutes is not bad, Lane. My first RC car, do you want to know what my first real RC car was, or my first remembered RC car? Because there's one RC car that I got when I was a kid. I had to have been like 10 or 12. Real. So my first real RC car was, meh. I can't do, you can't do 10 to 15 minutes? Yeah. I get you. I understand. My first real RC car was a Kyosho Ultra, again, 2-wheel drive. And then literally a month later, maybe even 3 weeks later, after getting the Ultima, I bought, when will the giveaway start? Let me finish answering the other question. You got me monologuing. Then I got an Associated RC10. Used. Needed a transmission, other things, but it was a full bearing, had its original tires. The kid had bought new tires for it and never used the original tires. And I am kicking myself for getting rid of that car. And then I bought a kit. A kit RC10. RC10. I think it was called the RC10 Pro or something like that. Lane. So when I was talking, my first, I think when I got the bug was with a Tyco turbo hopper, 9.6 volt. Tyco turbo hopper with the 2-speed transmission. My mother's got pictures of me outside in the snow in the driveway doing donuts with it. I absolutely loved that Tyco turbo hopper to the point of where a few years ago I actually tried to see if I could find another one just because it's like that memory thing. The thing was crazy. It was such a good little car. It took a beating, and I didn't know what a beating, was other than getting beat myself. Asterian, why is your message being held for review? What's going on here? What are you doing? I'm pretty sure the giveaway will be at 1,000 subs. No, it's not actually. I want to do the giveaway before. I've actually got a couple of things running in mind because so let's put this back down here. So no joke, I'm actually serious about the fact that when I did that last giveaway, was it cool to get subs? Yeah, of course it was. But the best part of it for me was seeing what people were writing about, why they thought they should have the RC car, and then literally being able to give an RC car else makes you feel all warm and fuzzy inside. No, it just makes you feel good. At least it just made me feel good. And I have another car that I started to do mods on, and I thought to myself, you know what? This would be another. I was gonna modify the electronics on it, but it's one of those things where could I actually get sued if I modified the electronics and it like burned somebody's house down? You know what I mean? It was like, all right, well then I'm not going to modify the electronics. I'm just going to go forward with the modification that I started. So I actually did half of a modification on it, and it works absolutely beautiful. So I'm going to finish that up, probably do a video on it, not reveal what the actual car is. And then I thought about in my head of the giveaway for that car was to kind of like, it's one of those things where if you figure out what the car was, or if you can answer what the car was, you'll win. I don't know. I haven't figured it out. Using that generator is a heck of a lot easier because it will weed out the multiple comments, people trying to thinking that if they answered like 20 times that they get 20 entries, and this algorithm weeds all that stuff out so that it's literally one entry per individual. I mean, granted, somebody could have 10 YouTube accounts, but guess what? That's 10 subscribers, I guess. I don't know how that works. But yeah, giving away an RC car, it was actually, we're not big bucks here. We're not big bucks. Maybe someday it will be. When my channel takes off, yeah, and it pays for itself, heck yeah. Why not? There I go, just mumbling again. But that was a good one though, Asterion. Giveaway at 1,000. I'm not worried about that. Eventually I'll hit $1,000, and then hopefully it will just like take off from that. I don't know. We'll see. 9.6 back in the 80s was was the fastest car. Now it's molasses. It absolutely is. Yep. More bomb stuff. No, I don't give away bombs. Well, you gotta be there, and you gotta follow the rules. The rules are going to be very similar to the last giveaway. The gift that keeps on giving, especially if, yeah, exactly. How old are you, sir? Who, me? Moi? Doesn't the gray tell you about how old I am? I am 60 years old. Yeah, the shipping cost. Because I don't want to. If I'm already forking out the money for the RC car, I don't want to fork out the cost for the shipping, and that's the crappy part too. So I'm working a couple of other scenarios because, like I had said, I'm doing this giveaway, and then if this giveaway goes well, I do want to do. I got things in mind, man. So it's just one of those things where you just got to pay attention to the channel. And is that the draw? Yeah, whatever. You know, you see this? See that smile? That's a smile. I'm enjoying it. That's literally the whole point. You know, be happy. Try to make other people happy too along the way if you can. 69. That's actually my favorite number, Asterion. You have no idea. You have no idea why. My stepdad said he got his first. What, 16? Well, I'm definitely not 16 years old. But Mets, to answer you, do the math. I was born in 1971. And I don't have a cane yet either. Old enough to enjoy the RC hobby when it was big when I was a teen. Like that block from, I want to say, like, I think like 14-ish to then like, oh, that's weird. What's up with that? Did the stream just jump out? It's a good age, Peyton. I look nowhere near that old. Yeah, it's, what do they say? It's how you act, I guess. And I always act like a kid. It's fun. You know what I mean? What is that? Gigi? What is that? Mets, you're 53? Holy smokes. That's my fake dyslexia. I actually I have a very mild form of dyslexia. Funny story, right? It's totally true. Through a town called Abington. It's where my grandparents used to live. And when I was younger, I had a speeding issue. Always being dumb with the gas pedal. Sometimes dumb at the absolute 100% wrong time. Like there's a cop there and I didn't like see him doing a burnout through an intersection. Anyways, so it's funny you said the 53. I mean, 35. So it was the speed zone that I was in was actually a 35. No, 30-mile zone. And which didn't make any sense for what he said to me, other than I joked with him and he joked with me. When he pulled me over, he goes, "What are you, dyslexic or something?" That was literally the first words out of his mouth. License and registration. He said, "What are you, dyslexic or?" That's why I'm saying the speed limit had to have been 35 where that was, because he wouldn't have said that to me without it being what he said. And I looked at him and I said, "Actually, I am." Why? Because you're going 53 in a 35. I was like, "Yeah, I know. I'm sorry. I'm an idiot." He let me go on a warning because of, I guess, how I was. I wasn't a jerk. I just, when he was wise to me, saying, what are you, dyslexic or something?" And I said, "Yeah, actually I am a little bit." And then the 53 and a 35 was just, try it. I'll never forget. There's so many stories like you never forget. It's like one of those things where nowadays all that stuff is caught on camera because everybody's, concerned about selfies and, oh, cops coming to my window, I'm going to activate my phone because I'm going to catch him saying something inappropriate. And just, you know what, dude, go away. Radio Shack was the place to, yep, Radio Shack was the place to go. You got it. That what's the other name for Radio Shack? You're from PA, so I don't know if the same terminology would be down in your area. Asterian, come on. Asterian, don't be a. Good game. Well, he knew you could take that to court and win, especially if you can prove it. I'm confused. Doesn't take much. I've always known it as Radio Shack. It used to be called Rat Shack. I have no idea called Rat Shack around here. But around here, literally everybody that I know would call Radio Shack Rat Shack. And I have no idea why. Maybe it's just easier to say. I remember, man, that was nuts. That was literally, if you needed anything electronic, that's where you had to go. And look at that. All that's gone because of online. So now instead of going to a place where you could normally get your part that you needed right then, right there, granted, things are different now, but Radio Shack's gone. Never heard of it being called Rat. Yeah, it's gotta be a thing up here. Shack. Internet kills literally everything. Yeah, it does. Yeah. Well, I mean, Lane. Think about Lane. How old are you? Did you say how old you were? Yes, not a typo. What? Lane, you're 38. So you and Metz are almost the same age. What was the point of me asking what age you were? I forget. See, it's what happens with age. Your mind starts going. What the heck? Why was I asking what your age was? There was a reason why I was asking what your age was. I don't even know. It's gone. What else is new? I got you a link, Asterion. If that's a real link, I'll have to check it out. I don't know if I like the 2 pictures that are on it, but I'm pretty sure the OBS thing that I've already got on my computer. Don't forget, I'm also a Mac, so I don't know if it's software or what. But that's one of the biggest things is this Mac. Sometimes, man, I've hit roadblocks with this Mac, which has kind of pissed me off. You could buy a nice plotter printer for like $2,000 with everything that you need to do signs, all that stuff. But guess what? It's not Mac compatible. In order to get a Mac compatible plotter, you got to spend $4,000 for the same damn thing. Yeah, it's just nuts. I like Mac and Apple sometimes, but I don't. Check it out later. It's much simpler than OBS. All right, I'll check it out, man. Because that would be actually cool if we could start getting a thing going, like a shop talk or something like that. Because that's kind of what we're doing right now. Reminds me of a band from the 90s, Chumbawamba. Do you suffer from long-term memory loss? I mean, granted, there's only a couple of us in here, but that's all there needs to be. It's just fun. You know, the difference would be to be able to have everybody in the same thing. That would be a riot, because we could watch Asterion freaking out trying to build his new workbench. Metz would be still working on his T-Max. You can add up to 6 people. That's cool. Yeah, I'll have to check that out then. That might be pretty cool. Too many people in the chat would be... Yeah, it definitely would be. But you know what's funny is that, like, I have my son, my daughter, and my wife as moderators for the chat. So every once in a while, you'll see somebody pop in that's got a wrench. Well, actually, do you guys see that, or am I the only one? But they can sometimes, weed out things that, maybe shouldn't be there or whatever. But I don't have to worry about my channel at all. I mean, like, think about it. We're only 4 people right now. You know what I mean? It's easy right now to keep up with. Oh, you can see it? The wrench thing? I wasn't sure. Yeah, too many people. Yeah, too many people not. Yeah, I already answered that. Reading the same question over again. But Lane, the thing is, right? What was it, last night? You were fielding questions from... Who the heck were you answering? Either way, you were fielding questions, and that's the other cool thing, is that the chat, this isn't literally this. This live thing is not all about me. It's not what it is. This is literally me, just like tonight. I did shop talk because I thought to myself, the one that I had started with the Vector Live, the way that was going, I almost felt bad to end the live stream because people were talking back and forth. And I said to myself, when I was upstairs helping my wife do dinner was that when you take that away, like when I end this, oh yeah, 93 Cobra, that's right. When I take, do I have where he's from? Yeah, I do. I have where's 93 Cobra tonight? He's from Michigan. But yeah, when I click that, I actually felt bad. When I click the end stream, I feel like a jerk because it's like it literally just bam, just cuts everybody off. You know what I mean? And I also felt dumb if I left the live stream going because there would be nothing happening, you know? I don't know. Can we have a... Yeah, what do you want? 22 millimeter? You're going to be careful if I give a wrench to you, Asterion. You and your inappropriateness. You got to be careful who you give a wrench to. It's supposed to say noob. Not knob. NEWB, there you go. Noob. I don't know. This is fun. And the way this works out too, right? Like right now, what time is it? Right now, my wife, she's actually already in bed right now. So she's probably, watching her shows or whatever she watches, and she might, pop onto the live stream just to check things out. Or she'll, hit the Alexa and Alexa me or whatever, but it gives like what I like about this and what I like about having about this right now is it's she can, watch whatever shows that she watches. There's a couple of shows, she's a girl, so she likes watching, particular shows like the wedding dress one. She likes that, and she likes what's that other one? It's a cooking show. It's like some kind of bakery cooking show or something. Is it bakery? But it gives her the ability to, watch whatever she wants, and I get other, quality time with her, and then right now it's being able to do this, 3:47 a.m. for you, Asterion. Dude, like seriously, how do you do this? Asterion, how old are you? I only what you're doing, I did when I was like 18. So are you like 18, 19, 20, somewhere around there? Soap operas. She actually doesn't like those. But she does like those the wedding dress show and the cooking ones. Oh. And her favorite show, which the guy's dead now, but she found another one, but the Anthony Bourdain, that one. She really liked that show. When he died, when they first came out with that book, I swear to God, I was probably the first pre-order for that book because I got that book for her. I wish there was more episodes of Meat Eater. What the heck is Meat Eater? Sleeping disorder. I'm just walking through my house with my tablet, just chatting with. You're not answering how old you are. Are you like late teens, early 20s? You've got to be around that age. It's just a guess. I could be like totally blowing it. I'm not good at around that. Yeah, so see, there you go. When I was that age, man, I didn't sleep. I could sleep for 4 hours or 3 hours, and I was good for the rest of the day. You don't even know how old you are. It's easy, Asterian. You just like look it up on your birth certificate when you were born. Ask your parents. Hey, when was I born? I don't know. It's a show about Steve Rinella and hunting. Oh yeah. So couple of other shows. Actually, a couple of shows that we would watch was Forged in Fire, and then I guess there's this glass blowing one where they do all these crazy things from glass. But Forged in Fire was something that both her and I watched. ask the all-knowing Google what your age is. Mets, how's that T-Max coming? Actually, wait a minute. Do you post stuff on there? Looking at the top of my head. I'm not bald yet. I don't plan on being bald. It happens. How come you're not showing up, Mets? Did I mess up something? You're not showing up in my Am I doing this wrong? Oh, there you are. Wait a minute. No, I see it. I have no content on there. That's got to be what it is. That's why. You have no RC stuff on there? Like with Asterian, that's obviously, it's obviously the way you can see, other people's content, unless you got a channel. Why does it say you have like 505 posts, but I can't see nothing? I've got to be doing something wrong here. Oh, wait a minute. There we go. the first thing that I see that I was like, oh yeah. Yeah, I definitely believe that one. I didn't read the whole thing. Wait a minute, you got RC stuff right there. Abused daily. Beautiful. Rustler. What is that, a Red Bull? Can of Red Bull on there? Oh, dude, that's awesome. Now, see, you're sharing stuff with your kid. That's if that's what I think I'm seeing, that's awesome, man. That's how my son actually has Red Cat Tornado himself, and when he drove that Max, man, I think driving that Max made him catch the bug. He likes his Tornado. He just doesn't. He works a lot, like we all did at his age. We got to post a couple more things about your RC on there so people can see stuff. We just ignore instruction. Yep. Yes, sir. That's a WL Toys. The red one? The little red one? Yeah, that'll be cool, Mets. Because, I mean, why not? Like, I don't know if any of you know why I even started a YouTube channel initially. My first video was a car show. You can see like the progression of dumb of my YouTube channel in the beginning because I didn't know what the heck I was doing. I didn't know why I was doing it other than I thought in my head that this is going to be a way for when on for my kids to still see me. You know what I mean? For my kids to go, hey, what was Grandpa, whatever I'm going to be called, what was Grandpa like, you know, when he was younger? What, like, you know, when you used to hang out with him, kind of thing. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, I work on my cars, or I work on cars with my kids. It's like all those memories that you share. It's literally, as long as the internet stays alive, it's going to be there forever. And that's awesome. There's so much stuff that when I was a kid that I wish I could share with my kids. Like, my grandfather was literally like my father to me. And I can't tell you how many times I said to my kids, I wish you guys had my grandfather for a grandfather, because he was the most like awesomest, I guess you want to say, like hero or whatever. He was totally my hero. He was a Golden Gloves boxer when he was a kid. When he was 14 years old, he wasn't supposed to be boxing at 14 years old. You were supposed to have a license or an ID to be able to box. But what he did is he stole his brother's license so that he could box. And when he won fights, the funniest thing was his brother got the credit in the school because they were like, hey, we didn't know you fought last night. And it was just like, what are you talking about? I don't fight. And it was my grandfather. Like the stories, like obviously he was, in World War II, and the stories that he had, like the Russian baton grenades, they were batons. There was a Russian baton grenade thrown into one of the bunkers that he was in. His automatic reaction was he picked it up and chucked it back. Like stuff like that. You know what I mean? He was driving his, I can't remember what the rank was, but whatever the guy was that was a couple of levels above him, he had to drive him in a real deal Jeep. You know what I'm talking about? The real Army Jeeps. He had to drive that guy to like one spot to another, and it was at night, and you had to have like almost no headlights. They had those blockers on or something. And on the road coming at them was a tank, and he had to ditch the Jeep in a ditch. Like, just like some of the stories that he had, it was just incredible. Here I am again, rambling again. I don't even know why I started YouTube. My first video was a rainstorm. There you go. See? You got to start. Last video was me driving my Jeep in 2 to 3 feet of snow. Oh, man, I wish I got. We had over 4 feet of snow in my road. I wish I had like camera setups back then. I had my phone, but I didn't think to record it. I was just like, this is awesome. My kids love playing and helping me work on the cars. Yeah, that's awesome, man. Like, those are memories you'll never forget, neither will they. I started a YouTube to watch videos about lift, kit, and tire reviews. Perfect. Yep. Just posted a few. Oh, yeah, you did. You just posted a few, like, literally right now because they're blank. They must be loading or something. Yeah, see? It's blank. I just refreshed it. You posted a bunch of blank boxes, man. What's up? Won't refresh. Here we go. Nice, man. There you go. Holy aluminum. Yeah, look at that. Look at your rotted drive shaft rubbers or your axle rubbers. Damn, look at that. Aluminum battery box. Holy crap. You're not doing that on your dining room table, are you? That the wood underneath that car looks precious. Doesn't look like it's a workshop table. Nice. Some good stuff there, man. Is that a painted black rear aluminum bumper too? Look at the midget wheels. Look at that Max, huh? Do you armor all those wheels or what, man? The Max looks nice and clean. That's awesome, man. There you go. That is a dining room table, isn't it? Oh, you in trouble. That's a nice kit box, too. That's cool. Are you talking again? Here in Germany is pretty much 1 to 2 weeks of snow, and that's it. And I live in the south, so there should be some. Yes, that T-Max is almost all alloy. Yeah. Project table. Looks like a dining room table, man. I've been there. It wasn't really appreciated, but you know, had to do what you had to do. She hates it when I do that. Like when I bring one of the cars in. That's why it's great that I'm here right now. Because now I don't have to bring the cars all the way through the entire house just to get upstairs while I'm like dumped all over the floor. My last year living in New York, it snowed 2 feet, melted 1, snowed 2, melted 1, and then at the end it was just under 8 feet of snow. Peeky out. Was that like 6 years ago? Because that's that storm that I'm talking. We literally had over 4 feet in my road. I think it was 6 years ago. Oh, excuse me. I try to keep them clean when I can. Yeah. Yeah, your stuff is definitely clean, man. That one pick is at our lake house. We were out bashing all weekend. I keep my chassis clean. The body and tires don't care about the cleanliness. Yeah. I'll make room in the garage for the RC stuff one day. Yeah, the only thing about the garage, man, unless it's heated, it'll kill you during the wintertime. Yeah, Lane, that's 6 years ago. We had some crazy snow. If you're looking at the way the weather has been, granted it's, we call it New England weather. It changes like literally. The weatherman will tell you it's going to be raining, and then 2 seconds later it's sunny out. But with the way things are setting up, I'm really wondering if we're going to have some crazy snow this year. Do you want to see how my... Yeah, of course I do. It's heated, just no AC. That's good then. Why isn't your thing out there then? That's the other thing that was tough too. So now that we have these Alexa things, I know it's weird, but I still feel more connected to my wife this way. Like literally, if she needs to talk to me or she wants to say something to me, it's not like where my office was before. Our bedroom is right next to the office. There was just a small room that was in between. So that was great. So if she ever needed anything, I was literally right there. So now having that, I'm basically still right there, even though I'm 2 floors away now. Project cars can take up the garage. Yep. Asterion, did you post your workbench? Asterion, what's wrong with that? What's wrong with that? That's a good setup. It is a little small. I see what you're saying, but that's not too bad, man. It looks like you've got a good sized work table behind that. What is that, like a Honda Civic or something in the background there? The red thing? What's that red car? I'm not a fan of AC. Yeah, we don't actually have AC ourselves here. I mean, we do have an AC unit. Not so much humidity, but I can handle 100. Yeah, most people can handle dry heat. It's literally the humidity that absolutely kills you. I just threw everything on my portable table. It just looks fine. I had a feeling that was your drifter. MK, a Golf. I was going to say Golf. What did I say? A Civic? What's wrong with that thing? Ugh. This battery is still discharging. This is insane. There's got to be a better way to discharge this battery. Oh, yeah, wait, to actually drive it? Oh, my God. That is terrible. It is literally 2 hours and 40 minutes plus 2.5 hours. Holy smokes. Yeah, it's not a good idea to leave your batteries fully charged. You know that. That is a bad habit. It's not the same as NiCad batteries. NiCad batteries, you kind of almost do whatever you wanted with. At least that's the way I found it. All right. Whoa.
Yeah, they went that far. They went that far. Yeah, they went that far.
Now, what's making up your mind on the Camo X4, just out of curiosity? I did that video. Peyton, if you check out that video, you can literally see the damage of that I came across on that car. I kind of outline a couple of weak points, but if you see what the car actually went through, my attitude was the damage was deserved, like meaning I stomped that car. I wanted to see what it would take, and I could not believe what it took. Yeah, if you drive it, 60 miles an hour into a stone wall, no, it's not going to survive, but it's a good vehicle. Yeah, also it's cheap. Are you saying also it's cheap for how good it is? It's fast and it suits my need on where I'm going to. The other thing is too, Peyton. I know it's kind of a pain in the neck, but watch the Camo X4 videos that I got on that specific Camo X4, because even that has. Are you aware that I did a battery tray mod on it? So like, this is the original battery tray, and I snipped off the ends. Hold on for a second. I cut off the end so I could fit bigger battery in it, because I like using LiPo soft packs. And HRBs, well, it runs Zop powers, but now it also does HRBs too. But because I ended up getting a couple 2-cell HRBs. But if you're looking for a battery to go with, so far HRB, I've got so far now I've got no issues with HRB, and you got to get your batteries through HRB USA. It's definitely the better place to get your batteries from. But I did a battery tray mod with a 3D printer that you might want to watch it, and you can tell the difference, and you can see what's going on with it. Weak point number one, going up Hobao, I gotta say it right, Hobao Mountain that I call it. I broke a link coming down, but it was literally the way it came down. It came basically down, I think, from 3/4 of the way from the top of that mountain and it landed on its rear wheel, which in turn, it landed on its wheel kind of a little bit, and I think that impact snapped the link. But I just ordered, is it yesterday or today? I can't remember. I ordered new links, the 4 links. So now it's going to have aluminum 4 links, an aluminum 4-link suspension. See, right now it's saying that are you experiencing streaming interruptions? Check your network connection. Did the network dump out again? Or did it never dump out and I'm just losing my mind here? Get HRB batteries. I should just point blank just answer your questions. Get HRB batteries, weak points, technically a link. I broke one link. I'm replacing aluminum, but I'm also replacing all the other ones. It was cheap enough. The dog bones. If you land, you can bend a dog bone, but it's metal. You're going to be able to bend it back. And then obviously because I drove the thing into the ground with a broken link, I ended up breaking one of the small little adjustable plastic links, which you're talking pennies, to replace. It's actually, it's like H-U-H, bow, habao. I don't know. I call it habeo just because look at it, doesn't it look like it says ho? But that's obviously Bostonian English. It's the hobeo, but it's habao. Somebody told me. Actually, was it you that said it? Somebody told me today how to pronounce it. I murder names anyway, by accident, not on purpose. Oh, and I've also, not that it matters, but I've got I hope I do. I've got a little in, I'm hoping, with maybe a couple of things happening at SEMA for the RC industry. I know it sounds weird, but hopefully he's going to get, content for me for my channel. That'd be cool. If he remembers, if he's not too busy, you know who you are. Supposed to be getting me some content for my channel from SEMA, right? SEMA, the stuff that he has sent me and the stuff that I've seen that he's done. Oh my God. SEMA is like going to heaven. If that makes sense. For a car guy, for somebody that likes cars, man, SEMA is literally, you've made it. You're in heaven. You went to Selma? Oh, nice. You went to SEMA last year? Oh, that must have been. Oh, am I right, though? It's literally walking into heaven, right? You got to agree with me, man. Autocorrect. Hey, at least it didn't say something else. It could have auto-corrected really bad. Yes, sir. Joe Daddy's Garage. Yeah, he's at SEMA. Yep. The stuff that his eyeballs are seeing right now, I can't even begin to comprehend like what what he's like, because he got in before the crowds. I don't know how all that works, but he was able to just go and look at stuff, and it was just like, man. Huhbow, yeah, Habao. And you know what's funny is I think my daughter actually told me that I was saying it wrong, because she heard me calling it Habeo, and she was like, "Dad, I think it's Habao." And I was just like, don't get me started on that Asterion. What's Asterion doing? SEMA is awesome except for these ugly lifted trucks without suspension and tiny wheels. Oh, yeah, I know what you're talking about. But think about it. To each his own, man. I mean, whatever. People have got money, and a lot of SEMA is just literally for the eyeballs, you know? Yeah, SEMA has a ton of mall crawlers. I think isn't that what they're called, right? Mall crawlers? But I mean, there's mall crawlers in my own damn town that literally you've got a truck that says 4x4 on it, but there's no way in hell you're taking those 26-inch rims with elastic bands, any kind of four-wheel nothing. Yeah, so what? You can put your child's car seat inside the wheel. Cool. Awesome. Just remember, steering, that's your opinion, though. You know what I mean? That's one of the things I want to like impress upon this channel. Like I know you're not being in any way, but everybody's got their thing. I mean, obviously, for me it's I like my Camaro, my Firebird, I like my Chevelles, my Novas. I am not prejudiced. I like Mustangs. I'm not just with a couple of my son's friends will like send me a picture of a Mustang, and they'll be like, "Oh, you must want to kill me now." And it's like, "No, you don't get it, guy. Just because I've got GM for muscle cars doesn't mean that I don't appreciate a nice Mustang." Or I think the hardest thing for me was when, you got 1,000 horsepower Civic, but guess what? That person's most likely, well, you hope they're not doing drugs. Well, maybe they're selling drugs. I don't know. And I mean, like, to each his own, don't crucify somebody for what they like. That's the thing. Somebody, they put a lot of time and money and effort into that mall crawler. 26-inch wheels with elastic band for tires, but they're happy with it. And that's all that matters. And if it's keeping them out of trouble, go for it. Go for those 1,000 Civics that, roast off the tires in 2 seconds, and you're throwing another set on by the time you get from one stoplight to the other, because there's no front end weight. But whatever, I'm not. You need a ladder to get into them, and if you hit a leaf, it's gonna break down. Want to know what's funny? I like lifted vehicles, and my brother likes trucks that sit. Yeah. Yep. Yep. Exactly. You're looking at your brother going, "Dude, what's wrong with you?" You just tell your brother he's adopted. That's all, right? Dude, you're adopted. That's why. That's why you're the opposite. 2000 Dodge Ram on air ride, and literally frame sits on the ground. Yeah. I've got friends that like slam vehicles too. I'm not it's not what I like, but you know what I mean? That's my whatever. I'm entitled to my own opinion just as like everybody else is too, you know? I mean, I'm sure Charles Manson's parents really weren't happy with how he turned out, right? What does that have to do with anything? Cherokee must look sharp. Is the Cherokee a beater, like used and abused, or is it nice looking? And I'm not saying beater, used, and abused is a bad thing either. Do you realize this stream? Now, granted, not everybody has been here for the same amount of time. Obviously, I've been sitting here for this whole stream. But this stream is literally going to hit 2.5 hours in a few seconds. Another minute. 2.5 hours of a live stream that wasn't even anything about, well, I mean, it was a little bit about the RC stuff. But here we are talking about mall crawlers and slammed trucks right now. Used and abused, but I keep it nice. A few vids on my channel. I'll have to check that out. If any of you guys are interested in crawling stuff, we've got a new Facebook page. It's a public group. We're actually just building it now. But if you want to know what it is, that's the group right there. I'm one of the admins, so if you need to be added, just check that out. Like I said, I mean it's building content right now, so but so far, there you go. Wow. That was fast. Like I said, it's minimal on the content right now, Mike. Oh, I'm sorry. It's minimal on the content, but there's some pretty nice looking stuff that this seller sells. I can already attest to the quality of the transmission that's in my Redcat Gen 7. That, for the price that I paid for that thing, and it's actually $3 less now than what I paid for it, I don't know how he's selling it for that price. The last video was on I can't read here. The last video only has 35s on it. Yeah, but it probably still looks kick-ass. Just saw you break your link on the Camel. Yep. So, Peyton, just keep stuff like that in mind. Stuff's going to happen. But you can see that, right, Peyton? You can see why stuff broke. I literally just I wanted to push. I was pushing a 3-link suspension to see what it would take. And when you see what it took, you can't go wrong, man. I mean, who knows? Watch. Here I am telling you, you can't go wrong. You'll buy one and you'll get the one that was like made on a Monday or something, or built on a Friday. You'll be like, man, everything about this is junk. But I don't know, man. I can't wait till the parts come for that thing. They are literally going to be here in a couple of days. Not for that, for the camo in behind. You know what's funny? I'm surprised. All the noise that's happening right now, I'm surprised the vectors haven't popped off. Like, this is unlike them. Usually they'll come off. Maybe it's because I'm not working on the table or something. But Mets, keep in mind this is a new site. But I'll tell you right now, man, those portal axles, holy crap. Those things look insane. I mean, Lane, don't you wish you could literally take that and stick it on your real truck? It looks like you could. I'm looking to actually before you pull the trigger on a crawler. Well, I mean, I'm not telling you what to do, but I'm trying to see if I can do something with a crawler. It's a bare bones. So I hope I can. I'd rather have Mac tracks. Oh, the tracks? Really? You're talking about the tracks, right? I knew what you meant. Dude, I'm telling you, next stream you need to test StreamYard. First of the year, gotta get the new Arma. Bam. I agree with you right there. Obviously, who knows what's coming out. Watch it be. We're not interested in. It's gonna be a friggin' boat or something like that, or a helicopter. Not saying that we're not interested in that kind of stuff either, but it won't have 4 wheels. It'll be a ride. It'll be the Arma unicycle. Oh my god, they'll like kill everybody. It's the Arma unicycle. What'd you say? Yeah, Arma first. Wife is going to kill me for buying so many RCs. Yeah, but no. It's all worth it. You just tell her, honey, this is how you do it. Come on, Mets. You already know the game, honey. It's either going to be these RCs or I'll have to put the money towards beer. It's your choice. I think you might get the answer right there, unless your wife really likes beer. Flying through the air and hitting jumps. Military spec tracks. Man, I don't know, man. I just didn't like how the tracks were like wobbling all up and down and didn't seem like very good. But what do I know? I didn't really look into it. As soon as I saw it, I was just like, nah, I like tires. You know, like your brother likes slammed. You know what I mean? RC is expensive, but it's it is fun. She just got a new SUV, so that's the only reason I'm allowed to blow money. Yay! But I think the beer thing is all bargaining thing. The Arma unicycle. You know it. I'm telling you right now. That's it. Asterion. Yeah. Arma's coming out with the Arma unicycle. The Arma cycle. Arma unicycle. I should do like a Photoshop of a unicycle with Arma on it. Have it like kind of like blacked out. The Arma. Arma tough, baby. The Arma unicycle. There can be only one. Nah, Arma Hella truck. There you go. Helicopter and truck. Yeah, the drone truck. Yep. Why drink beer when you can just have wild turkey? There you go. I gotta get rid of this coffee. I am doing no editing here. I'm sitting here with my arms folded, looking at the editing, looking at the screen. I got this screen over here doing nothing. This stream is almost 2 hours and 40 minutes. But see what I mean? It's fun, There's literally only what it says is. I think it says there's 5 of us here. Is that including me? I'm definitely a beer drinker. There you go. Yep. That's because we are too much. And yes, definitely. Oh man, I gotta get rid of that cough.
I literally.
All right. Oops. Oh, why does it do that? Talking to myself again because now I'm back to editing a little bit. All right, guys. Orlane, enjoy. She just gave you a lie. Hey, nothing wrong with that. Have a good one, Lane. Asterion, once you get StreamYard working, you can actually work and listen to instead of reading everything. But then, when you're doing that, though, you're limiting it to 6 people, right? Is that how that works? The difference with, I think, what I was talking about was that it's integrated into YouTube. That way people can have a select amount of people be a part of the actual stream, but then everybody else can also still join. You know what I mean? So I don't know if that's what you're talking about.
I literally turn the AVIC off or whatever it is.
Oh, it's funny. I was remembering that assisted steering on the DB Pro. I had to turn that off. It was driving me insane. I am not an assisted steering individual. I found that out right away with that DB Pro.
I literally turn the AVIC off or what.
I don't know what to pick here. You stream on YouTube, people can still comment and everything, but you can invite some people to be literally in the stream with you. Like I said, I'll check it out. I was still going to check it out. The only one thing, Asterion, I know another guy came across trying to do that kind of stuff was he started having computer and bandwidth issues, I guess, for some reason. Something about everything, I guess, was running through his computer or something. So it started being like crazy laggy and he had nothing but nightmares. I don't know if it's something I'm going to do. I thought it would be kind of, maybe cool to look into, But I definitely am going to look into it, Asterion. It was StreamYard. So who's left on here? How many people are left? 3? Yeah, I was right. 3. So we've got, I think we got Mets, we got Asterion, and I guess myself. I guess I'm counted as somebody. Maybe. I don't know. Better be careful, Mets. You're going to get the eye soon. What time does that say? Is that literally 11:15? Yeah. Wow. And here I am. I was trying to get a video out. Never going to happen.
Whatever it is. I literally turned the AVIC.
I'm trying not to make this. It's hard. I'm trying not to make this video about the Losi.
AVIC off or whatever it is.
I'm starting too much Losi in this video, and this is actually about her. It's supposed to be about her. Oh, that reminds me. It was twice. It was so funny because she's not used to the throttle of the Max. I had driven I drove the DB Pro up to the Max twice during like this, and what I did is I wanted to adjust the camera. So when I had the DB Pro towards the Max, I was adjusting the camera so I could get a good angle, and twice she gunned it like in my face. You know what I mean? It was funny. She's like, "Oh, I'm sorry." It's just funny. I'm like, sure you didn't do that on purpose? It was actually pretty funny. What wheels you should put on? What do you mean, what wheels? It takes a funky, stupid thing. So unless you changed out Unless you changed out your it's not even a hub. I've got literally, I'm setting up for some stuff. So I actually have got some pretty, how do I even see? These were going to be trials on something else I've got going. But look at these wheels, man. These are gunmetal, aluminum gunmetal. These things are mint. 12 millimeter hex. And then I've got these. I was intending actually to throw these on the WL, but I got to figure out how to do a conversion. Might be able to, you know. I got a ton of different other tires. I got these ones right. This was an odd 7-spoke wheel, road course tire. And then I got just some regular tire and foams. Probably can't see the tread pattern. But I'm trying to figure some stuff out here. Sometimes, you know, it's that thing, build it, it will come, or something like that. I don't know. That's a reference to that movie. That's a reference to that movie I was telling you about, Asterian. Did you watch that movie yet? That I was telling you about? Field of Dreams? It's a good movie. Give me a sec. Gonna try a 12 millimeter hex on my WL. They have a few Chinese wheel setups that fit. Do they really? What, like on Banggood or something like that? Check Instagram. It's funny, you say check Instagram real quick. I'm not quick. Ooh. What do you got there, man? Ooh, you beat the piss out of that blue wheel. Oh, and the other one, you got a nice digger on it. Oh, you destroyed those wheels, huh? Well, at least it shows that you use them. Amazon, really? To put 12 millimeter hex on, you need to cut some body clips because you can't fit the other metal pins. Excuse me. You can drill out the pinholes? Yeah. Yeah, because the pins are tiny, right? I can't even remember. You can literally hear her say, "I'm sorry." I love it. It's so funny. She's awesome. I love it. I can literally just keep playing that over and over again. Her dusting me right in the face with gravel. She's like, "I'm sorry." I didn't care. Absolutely love it. It's such a riot.
She's trying to kill me.
Here we go.
She's trying to kill me. She's trying to kill me.
I gotta stop making this. I'm having such a hard time here. I gotta stop making this about the stupid DB Pro. She did pretty good. Wait till you see the footage on this DB Pro. Sad part is I ended up not getting a lot of it. Hey, this was the best right here. When where is it? How do I make it so? Okay, see that? Can I? Nah, it's not working. Come on. When you get the two of us together, you actually see the cars together. Where is it? Right. Where is it? So right here. This was fun. Just the two of us, you know. That was cool. I gotta figure out because I got double shots. So I gotta figure out what's what here. Anyways. All right. I think the stream is definitely long enough. Asterion, it's time for you to go to work. Mets, time for you to hit the bed. Same thing with me here. All right, guys. I'm going to end the stream. See you later, Mets. Asterion, be good. Make the on your wheels. I want to see the content on your channel. Good job throwing stuff up there too, Mets. That's actually pretty cool. Make use of that Instagram, man. That's what it's there for. All right. I'm going to end the stream in 3, 2, 1.